Okay, hello. This is quiz 3 walkthrough video. In this chapter, we learned the mean and the median and transformation of a random variable and then calculating the mean and what else? Like percentiles. I do not include percentiles in the quiz. So there are kind of tedious calculation type questions in this quiz. So let me go through them. The first, I rearranged the order of the questions from the easiest to more complicated ones. Okay, let me start from a question about basketball player. A basketball player has the following points in the past 7 games, say 7 numbers. So then compute the mean. It's pretty straightforward. You can calculate the mean this way. Just add 7 numbers and divide it by 7. But of course, you don't need to, it's not algebra course, so just I recommend you use Excel or calculator. Especially, like on Excel, what you can do is just enter 7 numbers. It's cumbersome, but not that difficult. And then using this function, average. So equals average and parentheses, the range. This will give you the correct answer, easiest and most correct way to calculate the mean. So the answer is 23 point something. Okay, so make yourself familiar with Excel. Excel is pretty important, and you may think, who is entering numbers into Excel by hand? We do, and you have to do that. Like when you find a job, like when you don't have any skills, like in your first year in your career, this kind of job is your job, right? So entering numbers to make a data, and that's basically the first job a data analyst should do, right? Like data cleaning, data mining, right? That these kind of things are common. It's not automated yet, fully automated yet. Okay. Another question. The annual snowfall in inches for a city for the last 10 years is listed below. Also, there are 10 numbers, and you need to find the median. 10 numbers, what I did is I rewrote those numbers from the smallest and to the largest. So smallest is 15.1 inches, largest is 34.3 inches here. So when you list them and order them from the smallest to the largest, you are going to get these numbers, and the median is the middle, like the number exactly in the middle. But because 10 is an even number, you have to choose 2 numbers in the middle and calculate their average. That is the median. So you take these 2 numbers and take their average. That is the median. Again, this is possible. Of course, you need to you may use another paper or Excel. So how I would do is enter 10 numbers into Excel, right? And then use median formula, and drag them like this. So then the answer is 25.95. This is how you calculate the median on Excel, which is easiest way to calculate this. Okay. The next question. Now I give you the probability distribution table. So by the way, when you have raw data, you can use Excel. But when you have a probability distribution table, then there is no built-in formula in Excel for calculating the mean, right? So you could use the Excel to calculate multiplication and summation, but it's basically just a calculator. And in this quiz, there is not that difficult algebra, so Excel helps, but not that much. Anyhow, let's see how we do it. So the vending machine in my gym is erratic. Like sometimes it does not return anything after taking my money, but other times it gives 2 for for the price of 1. I recorded the results and got the following probability distribution table. So when I put, say, the price of 1, like say 1 bottle of water, 40% it returns nothing, it gave me nothing, and 20% it correctly gave me 1 bottle, and another 40% it gave me 2 bottles. It's a strange vending machine, but let's calculate the expected number of items when you use this vending machine. Can you exploit this machine or not? Anyhow, regardless of the story, it's easy. Outcomes 0, 1, 2 randomly happen, and we know their probability. So what you need to do is you need to make another column for the probability weighted outcome, right? 0.4, like 40% equals 0.4. You multiply them and you get 0 as the probability weighted outcome. And 1 times 0.2 is 0.2. That is the probability weighted outcome. And 2 times 0.4, 0.8. That is the third probability weighted outcome. So sum all these numbers and you get the mean, which is 1. Okay, you know how to do this. Then, like, if you want to use Excel, how would you do it? You have to enter the numbers first. And, of course, then there is no built-in formula. You just need to enter the multiplication formula by yourself, and then you may just drag to repeat the same formula across rows, and then calculate summation of these numbers, then 1. So this is what we obtained here, but like in this simple question, you can do it just on a paper. Maybe that can be easier, but using Excel could be like safer and like less likely to make mistake. But also there is a chance you make mistake in entering those numbers or in entering the formula. So you may try different ways and see which is better. It's up to you. But you get the idea, and implementation, the algebra, is another thing. So that's your choice. Okay, next question. My friends living in London claim that the weather in London is much warmer than in New York. To verify this claim, the daily temperatures for London and New York are collected. The average temperatures are 11 degrees Celsius in London and 55 degrees Fahrenheit in New York. However, they cannot be compared due to the different units. What is the average temperature in New York in Celsius? And remember that we have this formula. Say Celsius is 5 times parenthesis Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 9. Very strange formula. I don't understand why scientists got this kind of conversion. But anyhow, what we need to do is we need to convert New York Fahrenheit's average Fahrenheit back to Celsius. By the way, the only information we got is the average temperature in New York in Fahrenheit, right? So we don't have the underlying data. We only have the expectation, the mean, information about the mean. But fortunately, we have the formula, the conversion formula, and we could see that it is easy to tell that the formula is linear. Let me show you. So, so the temperature, I'm going to write the Celsius as X and Fahrenheit as Y. So X is temperature, New York's temperature in Celsius, and Y is New York's temperature in Fahrenheit. And then we like this formula says X equals like this, right? 5 times Y minus 32 over 9. And in the slides, I said linear relationship is y something, the random variable times something plus something. Here you can rewrite this as multiplication of 5/9 plus minus 32/9, right? So it's linear, just in a different form, but basically it is linear relationship. So knowing the linear relationship and the mean in Fahrenheit, you can obtain the mean in Celsius, which can be obtained by replacing y in the formula with expected value of y. Then the output will be expected value of x. So plug 55 into the place of y, then you are going to get 12.777. So the answer is this. And when you compare this with the temperature 11 degrees in London, New York is warmer. Okay. Another question on investor is considering 3 strategies for an investment. The probable returns are estimated as follows. Strategy 1. With probability 10%, a profit of $10,000, but 90%, a loss of $500. So very risky, like 90% loss, but 10%, a huge profit. Strategy 2, 40% profit of $1,000, and another 40% profit of $500, but 20% a loss of $500, right? So it's safer, but there is a risk. Finally, strategy 3, certain profit of $400, safe. So, by the way, in strategy 3, the expected return is just a sure thing. It's sure thing, so there is no randomness. So expected return is the certain return, right? You expect $400, and because it's certain, right? For certainty, you don't need to calculate the expected return, but you can call it an expected return. Now we need to calculate the expected returns from strategy 1 and 2. Let's do it. Let's do the strategy 1 first. Strategy 1, there are 2 outcomes: 10,000 minus 500, and 10,000 happens with 0.1 minus 500 happens with 0.9. So multiply them to calculate probability weighted outcome. So 10,000 times 0.1 equals 1,000, and minus 500 times 0.9 equals minus 450. If you sum them, add these two numbers, and you get the expectation, which is $550. $550 is the expected return from strategy 1. So it is better than strategy 3 in terms of expected profit. Now let's do the same thing for strategy 2. There are 3 outcomes: 1,000, 500, minus 500. Probability distribution, 40%, 40%, 20%. So multiply them. 1,000 times 0.4, 400. 500 times 0.4, 200. Minus 500 times 0.2, minus 100. Okay? So you may use calculator, Excel, whatever, but a simple multiplication. And then summation of these 3 numbers, you get 500. So strategy 2 has an expected profit of $500. So when you compare 3 strategies, in terms of the expected profit, strategy 1 is the best, right? By the way, I'm just saying it's just in terms of the expected profit. As I said, you need to think about risk in investment. So it is not an investment course. I'm using this as an example of statistics, calculating the mean. Okay, so don't do dangerous investment. Another question: the probability distribution for the number of food deliveries you order in a month is given below. So I use deliveries once or twice or 3 times with probability like this: 10%, 40%, 50%. So I assume that the regular delivery fee is $5, right? But if you join a premium membership, there are membership, premium delivery, premium membership, and then the membership fee is monthly $10, but there is no additional delivery fee, right? When you become a premium member. So then you need to think about if it is worth joining the membership, premium membership or not. So basically, this is the same question as the Disney World question that I did in the slide. Okay, then let's think about it. So there are two options: joining with the membership, without the membership. So I'm going to think about two random variables first. X is the number of deliveries, right? So that is the original random variable I think of. And then, but actually what we are interested in is not just the number of deliveries, but the spending on delivery fees. So I'm going to define Y as the spending delivery fees without premium membership. And then simply it's 5 times the number of deliveries. So for each delivery, I will pay $5. So Y is simply 5 times X. Then clearly it's a linear function. So what you can do here is you can just calculate the expected value of X, and then you can obtain expected value of Y. Expected value of X can be calculated using the same method, multiplying outcome to the probability and then summation over probability weighted outcomes. Then you could find, on average, you use 2.4 times. The average number of deliveries monthly is 2.4. So you multiply $5 to that, then you are going to get the expected monthly delivery spending, which is $12. Okay, this uses the linear transformation method, but you don't need to. You can just directly convert X to Y. So if you use one delivery, then your spending is $5, and then $10, $15. And then multiply the probability to Y, not to X. So you are interested in the expected value of Y. So directly calculate the expected value of Y using the probability inherited from X with Y, right? So probability weighted outcome for Y is 5 times 0.1, 10 times 0.4, 15 times 0.5, and you get 12 if you sum all the numbers, which is the same expectation we had here. So in any case, there are two methods to calculate the mean, but no matter what you use, you are going to get $12. So the expected delivery fee in a month is $12, and compare that with the membership fee. Membership fee is $10 for certainty. So if you just pay $10, there is no additional charge. So there is no randomness anymore. When you compare them, definitely membership is worth to join. The membership fee is cheaper than the expected delivery fees. Okay. Now we are going to the median, calculating the median using a table. Here, a sample of 40 families were asked how many pets they owned. The responses are summarized in the following table. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out of 40 families, determine the median of the number of pets owned per family. So remember, when you have raw data, calculating the median is simple. Just reorder them and choose the middle number. But when you have a frequency or probability distribution table, it was not that straightforward. What you need to do is you need to calculate the cumulative probability from the smallest up to a point, and you are going to choose a number above, greater than or equal to 50%. Okay, let me show you what to do. So we write down the outcomes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I copied the frequencies 11, 8, 7, 7, 4, 3. I'm going to transform frequency into probability just by dividing by the sample size, which is 40. If you add all those 6 numbers, you are going to get 40, or I already gave you the sample size, 40. And 11 divided by 40 is 27.5%. 8 divided by 40 is 20%, like that. We get probabilities for each outcome. But what we want is cumulative distribution function. It is cumulative from the smallest, so up to 0, the probability is 0.275, and up to 1, the cumulative probability is this plus this, right? So 2 probabilities included in here, and up to 2, the probability includes 1, the cumulative probability includes 1, 2, 3 probabilities, so 65%. You can keep doing this, but you don't need to, because what we need is the median. And if you remember what I did in the lecture, what we want is CDF greater than or equal to 50%. So already we are over 50%, so this is the median. Like this is the smallest value satisfying this inequality. That is the median. So the answer is 2, right? And we have the same style of question in here. The frequency distribution table for 100 students' first homework grades is given below. By the way, when I record this video, the first quiz is due this Sunday, but I still see some students did not start it yet. Please do the quiz on time. Anyhow, coming back to here, I find the median grade. I'm looking for the median out of 100 students' grades. We are going to do the same thing, but one difference is now the table is ordered from the largest to the smallest like this. So, like same thing, outcome is there are 5 possible outcomes, and frequencies are given. I just copy the same numbers, and you can calculate the probability easily because the sample size is 100. Just divide the frequency by 100, and you get numbers like this. And now calculate the cumulative probability. So we need to calculate the cumulative probability, but we have to accumulate from the bottom here. This is the smallest outcome in our information, right? So we accumulate from this. For outcomes up to 6 or lower, 6 or below, the cumulative probability is 25%. And up to 7, the cumulative probability is 10% plus 25%, right? So accumulate like from the bottom to upside, right? To up. So then at 8, if you calculate the cumulative probability up to 8, it includes 3 probabilities, which is over 50% already. So as I said, you are looking for the median, and then what you just need to do is to find the smallest value that is greater than or equal to 50%. So this is what you need. You already find it. So you don't need to do the other cumulative probabilities in order to find the median. So the answer is 8. Median grade is 8. Okay, so this quiz was kind of more algebraic questions with simple algebras. So I hope it's not that annoying to you, and still repetition is important to understand what's going on. Okay, I'm going to see you in chapter 4, and have a nice week.